What's good, Shadow Gang? What's good? Welcome back to another video. If y'all new here, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Follow me on my Instagram, The Shadow, as well as my TikTok and Twitter. Let's get right into it. First of all, I want to apologize if my microphone sounds a little off, and also I will not be showing my face in this video. I'm tired as hell from work, but I still got this banger for y'all. So basically, this video is gonna be what I think AEW, especially Tony Khan, should do with the Hurt Syndicate. And yes, it has to do with championship belts. So yeah, let's get right to it. Now, the Hurt Syndicate, the best part about them is that you can pretty much do anything. Listen, AEW roster is stacked. It is really stacked. But I found ways where AEW will still benefit from giving these men championships. Alright, so let's get right into it. We're going to start it off with the most obvious one in my opinion, and it's give all three of them the Trios championships. Now hear me out. I know what you're saying. Maybe they're too big for those titles. But here's my thing, right? I don't think anybody's too big for any title. Remember, it's not the title that makes the man, it's the man that makes the title. Now, I would love to see this because it's them three, but the problem is I just don't see MVP wrestling in AEW anytime soon. I don't. So I don't see that happening until maybe after Bobby becomes a world champion or something, which we'll get to that very soon. But yeah, I would love to see them as Trios champion, but I just don't see that happening. Not until MVP does a match at least. Like, you know what I mean? But I did tell myself MVP wanted to be the best manager. So what's the best case scenario? We make Bobby and Shelton the AEW Tag Team Champions. Now this can go perfectly. First of all, I love how AEW is letting Shelton look like Bobby's equal. That is amazing work right there. I don't know about y'all, but I think they can rule the tag division for many, many years. Hell, they can be the longest reigning tag team champions in AEW history. That's how much they're making Shelton look like Bobby's equal. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I see the vision. It will make MVP the best manager in that roster, and in and not just in WWE, AEW, and TNA, but like of all time in professional wrestling, in my opinion. You know. But yeah, man, I think the tag division really could use them, and I wouldn't mind it. And they're actually a legit real tag team. They're not just guys paired up. So why not? You know, like have this dominant force in the tag division. But of course, we do need to see them in singles championships, right? So I want to get this one out the way. Now, the only reason why I'm putting this is because Shelton is currently in the Continental Classic tournament, but I can see where Shelton Benjamin is the Continental Crown champion, and Bobby's the TNT champion. Now, the reason why I say this is because the TNT is the second biggest championship in AEW. You know, they treat it like a world championship, and so many big names have held it. You know, so Bobby sure can make that title, you know, elevate the title a little bit more, even though it don't need it. But the reason why I say this is because I don't see him going for the AEW championship just yet, you know. And like I said, Shelton is right now in the Continental Classic tournament, and I could definitely see him winning. Like, I would love to see him win. I can see that, and I don't know. And by the way, I'm doing edits with these championships, so let me know what y'all think, if it looks good or not. Just trying to get better at it. But yeah, I think this can work perfectly, and I can see it. But there is one more thing I hope does happen, and this one is like, I think this one is going to happen out of all of them most likely, and that's Shelton Benjamin becoming the TNT champion and Bobby becoming the AEW champion. I can see that perfectly. Think about it. Like I just said, the TNT championship is the biggest championship besides the AEW World Championship. Sorry. Oof. Mouth got dry right there. My bad. But those two are the biggest titles in that company. It would make sense for Shelton, since he's Bobby's equal, to have the TNT Championship as well as Bobby have the AEW Championship. I can see that. I see a world where that most likely will happen. Now, if Shelton doesn't win the Continental Crown Championship, this is what he should go for next. I don't care. The dude is amazing, and I can see him even using this and then becoming the AEW champion after this. Of course, not beating Bobby, but this is the most likely scenario, and I think we can all agree this is the most likely, the one we may actually see out of all that happens. Like, think about it. Two veterans that's been doing this since the 2000s, since the Ruthless Aggression are the top champions in AEW. I think that would be dope. I can see that happening, and I think it's most likely going to happen. Again, it makes MVP one of the best managers ever. But there is one more thing that I do want to talk about that I think should happen and could happen, and I think they need to do it. Make both of them world champion. Now, I know what you're saying. How can that happen? We can't have two world champions at the same time. We can. Now, this is the part where I think, let me guess. Bobby gets the AEW Championship, and Shelton Benjamin gets the New Japan Pro Wrestling Championship. What's it called? The IWGP? No. This is what we do. Tony Khan owns AEW and Ring of Honor, and he loves to put the Ring of Honor champion on AEW television. So what if we just do Bobby as the AEW champion and Shelton as the Ring of Honor world champion? And that will make MVP the greatest manager in professional wrestling right now. Think about it. Tony Khan making both of them world champions at the same time and running both companies. They said that they're here to take over. What's better taking over than having one of them, Bobby Lashley, as an AEW world champion, and the other one, Shelton Benjamin, as the Ring of Honor world champion? ROH and AEW being run by the Hearst Syndicate, and who knows, maybe they can even call themselves the Hurt Dynasty after that. I mean, because what faction can say every member was a world champion, every wrestler at least? MVP this whole Hearst Syndicate is a faction. MVP is a manager now. So for him to have two world champions, who else can say they did that? What manager in the history of professional wrestling can say, hey, both of my guys are world champions at the same time in the same group? Evolution can't say that. NWO can't say that, pardon me. DX can't say that. The Shield couldn't say that. Like, yeah, they were champions the same night, but like not at the same time. These guys being AEW champion and Ring of Honor champion would be it would make sense. The proof is in the pudding. I mean, just look at the edit. I mean, it might not be the best this one, but I tried. It's kind of hard finding a picture of that ROH title. But my point being, it looks right in my opinion. Two big names running those companies, adding prestige. Like, come on. This makes sense. The almighty Bobby Lashley as AEW champion. Shelton Benjamin, the standard of excellence, Ring of Honor champion, world champion, mind you. They will run those two companies, and I can see it, and I love it, and I hope that happens. I really do. Like, again, I hope all of these happens, but this one right here and the TNT one, where Shelton's the TNT champ and Bobby's the AEW champ, which I think that's what's most likely going to happen. I think that should happen. It makes sense in my opinion. I don't see it every other way. So, but yeah, that's pretty much for this video, right? Like, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that this is what I think AEW should do. And I know they got creative freedom there, so they should definitely bring this over here. Let's make us all world champions. It all makes sense. Shoot. So, yeah, why not? Like, the fuck? Bobby as AEW champ, Shelton as ROH champ. Like, it just makes sense. got a